Ok. We are live on YouTube. Good afternoon, YouTube. Today is Friday, and I'm covering for Yasmin. Um, Today with me, more people is coming. The names. Today we are gonna talk about daily life management. And today with me are Luiz, Ana, Andrea, Camila, Iago e Genems. Before we start, guys, I need to explain how TALKTNTALK works. I know everyone here knows how TALKTNTALK works, but I will need to explain because we are on YouTube. And if anyone want to know how TALKTNTALK works, I will try to explain a little. TALKTNTALK is a language conversation platform. Here you can practice in English, French, Spanish, Italy, and it's a safe place. It's a space when you can practice in English in a real environment. And we can do it without security. I think it's a good space, a safe place. By the way, I'm not a teacher. I'm just an English student. And I use this practice to improve my English skills, to improve my confidence. And I hope you enjoyed this immersion. And what else? If you want to have more information, you can go website talkingtalk.com.br. And yeah, I think that's it. Before we start, I will ask you guys to introduce yourself. Today, as we are more than 6 people, I I will split us, okay, in another room. And in another room, I will ask you to introduce if you want. I think it's important to yourself. And I will put here the questions again. Genemis, for Genemis. Good afternoon, Genemis. How are you?
Good afternoon. I'm good. And you?
I'm good. Thank you. I try to put here the question for you. So,
I have a plan. Don't look.
okay. Very good. Okay, guys, just a minute. I will split us. And before 10 minutes before I end the immersion, I will bring you all back and you can talk a little how was the conversation, okay? And if you need some help, you can return to main room. Feel free to make me a message, send me a message, okay? And okay, just a minute. Okay, guys, if you receive some invitation, please click on it and enjoy this conversation. See you later. Okay, now we can start. Janemis, could you introduce yourself, please?
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. My name is James. I'm a software engineer with 12 years of experience in sectors such as finance, healthcare, telecommunication, public sector. I'm married. I have 3 kids. In my free time, I spend a lot of time with my kids because it's important for they and it's more important for me. I like play music too and with stay with my girl, my wife.
Yes, thank you, Janemis. And you, Andrea?
Hello, guys. Good afternoon. I'm Andrea. I live in Guarujá. I am married. I don't have kids. Actually, I am working now, guys. So if you see something strange, don't be afraid, right? Because I am at work and I have some people here. What else? In my free time, I like listening to music, drink wine, cooking, and be here on Talk and Talk because I think it's a great opportunity to keep in touch with the language every day. That's it about myself.
Thank you, Andrea. And what about you, Iago? Your turn, please.
Hello again, everyone. My name is Iago. I'm 29. I live in Apuiarés, in Ceará. I live here with my husband and 7 cats. Usually they are around here, but no one's here with me today. Um, I work as an instructional designer and I love to read in my free time. I like embroidering. Recently, I'm trying to learn a little bit of aquarela, and I bought also some, I don't know how to say this, but cerâmica fria, you know. I don't know how to do it, but I bought it. So I'm excited to try it.
Okay.
I think
Thank
that it's kind of biscuit, you know.
Biscuit?
I think that is similar, but it's not the same.
Okay. I think it's interesting. I don't know exactly, but I think I consider if it's similar biscuit, I like it. Okay, Iago, I will continue with you. Please, could you read the question number 2?
Okay. Do you use any tools to organize your daily life? Example, app tracker, to-do list, planner. So I've tried a lot of things to organize myself because I always felt that I wasn't having enough time in my day, you know. And I think that is terrible to have this feeling to end your day and you don't know what you did. And I tried planner, but I don't know, it worked for a while and then I forget about it. Then I use a lot of I don't know if agenda is the same. I think that it means something different in English, but you know, with the day and then I make annotations about everything that I needed to do, and then I forget about it also. Now I am using just a simple notebook. Is now with dates. It's just a notebook with no lines in, just a blank page to write down my activities, and I am doing more to-do list. I know I sat down at the end of my day or at the beginning of my day, and then I see my calendar now, what I have at work, specifically like meetings, because in my previous job I didn't have too much meetings. Now I will probably have more. And then and then I'm using more Google Calendar, but I like to write down because I feel that I have more power of my day, you know. I don't know why. In my head, that's it. If I write, I have more power on what I am doing, you know, and how I am spending my time.
Yeah, very good, very good. Uh, in my case, I've been using an app called To Do since last year. Uh, I decided to to use it, but I confess I I try to use it at least for to put prioritized tasks, and I think it could be useful to remind me, and especially my work tasks, and because I work with deadlines, so and sometimes I can forget something important, and I avoid it. But I like to sometimes to take a note, just to take a note in my I don't know, agenda or schedule. Uh, I think it would be useful. Um, yeah, I think for me it's more about this. I don't have uh, habitude very often to put everything in my schedule, but at least my prioritized tasks, I think it's useful. And for you, James,
In my case, I used a lot the Google Calendar because I can put my meets for about work or personal meetings, personal lembretes. I use it a lot. I like Google Calendar because it put the notification 30 minutes before the activity, and I synchronized in my cell phone, and I synchronize my cell phone with my smartwatch, and I receive my notification in my smartwatch, and I don't use my smartphone because I dislike work using smartphone because it have a lot of notifications, and I spend time for see all notifications. I like to use Pomodoro time. For me, it's run works very well. Uh, I don't use cell phone too. I use my Pomodoro chronometer, and I like to use it to track habits. It's good for help me study English, study other subjects. In general, that's it.
uh, interesting. Do I've heard about Pomodoro, and people usually like to use it. And do you consider Pomodoro that a helpful tool to remind you to study, to do something important? Uh,
Help me
would you
for
share a little?
maintain focus on my work.
Mm, okay, I got it. I got it. Interesting. So thank you, Janemis. And Andrea, do you use some apps, Andrea?
Guys, I have to confess that I don't use. I'm a little like Iago. I like to write down the things in my agenda, right? I don't use so much Google Calendar. By the way, I've been using Google Calendar more now because of the meetings. I've been scheduling a lot of meetings on Talk and Talk. So these meetings goes to my Google Calendar. Because of this, I am using. But in my work, I don't need to use it. If I need to do something, I prefer write down. I think it can fix on my mind. I think because of this, Iago, do you think it's work? Because the habit that you have to write down the things, I believe that help us to fix in our mind. So just that I do, guys, to be honest, and I consider that I have a really good memory, right? Because sometimes it's really difficult to have a lot of things to do and you need to remember that. So I don't use anything, so I have a good memory. Thank God.
Yeah, nice. Very good, Andrea. I totally agree with you. I think to write, it's part of our generation, and I
Yeah.
think it's so efficient method to remind us and to memorize, because I so appreciate it, especially when I was in school, and I like it to use colorful pens, and I think it's so I don't know, but I like colors to remind me. So
Mhm.
I think I can write and I can remember, and it's fun. It's funny, divertido. I think so. And I think it's a good way, and I think scientists say uh, to write, it's so good for our brain, our memory, and yeah, totally true. Okay, guys, let's move on. The next, please, Janemis, could you read the number 3?
Okay, what challenge do you face when trying to stick a schedule? My challenge is it's about more time with for my work, for my family. Uh, I I prioritize my family and my work. In the past, I had a lot of meetings during my week, and I don't have any night for passing with my family. It's a window time for more productive in another activities. And in this time, I was a teacher in the I I have classes at night, and it's a big challenge. But with the pandemic time, I stop, and I prioritize my family. I prioritize my parents, my kids, and my life balance. It's so important. And today, my nights, all nights, I spend my nights with my family.
Yeah, I totally understand you. I think our family is our prioritize, our main prioritize, and I think sometimes it could be hard to balance all of our tasks and our family's moment and our study too. Yeah, sometimes I have I don't know, but difficult to be able to balance everything. But I try do my best. I try to organize myself as much as possible, and I think this way I can handle my daily life routine. And yeah, thank you, Janemis. And for you, Daya.
Good question, guys. I'm a person that I cannot say that I procrastinate a lot, but sometimes I feel really tired, and it can be a way to make me postpone something, And sometimes, for example, when it comes to my work, I don't have problem to do my tasks. And I am really organized, guys, and I need to do everything at the same way. If I change something, I get lost during the day, if I change something the way that I do my job. It's like a routine that I have. But when it comes to things that I need to do in my home, when I arrive at home, it's a problem for me because I know that I have a lot of things to do. I know that I need to study. I know that I need to attend the immersion. But sometimes I get lost, and when I realize I am sit down on my sofa scrolling my cell phone, you know. So I don't think it's a procrastination, but sometimes I feel tired and I just want to relax. And for me, this is a big challenge to have uh, this organization. I think that's it. The organization to organize my tasks. For me, it's the most problem part of my routine.
I think sometimes I feel like you. It's when I'm at home and I start to think all of the things I need to do, and I just to take my phone and start to scrolling and oh my God, it's terrible, and I don't feel good about this. I regret after, and but sometimes I think, I need to uh, to do a break and just to be silent, just to assimilate my thoughts and don't to push myself a lot. So to be so strict to myself, So I decided to take it easy, pegar leve, take it easy with me,
Yeah,
because it's hard sometimes. Guys, every week it's I need to work, I need to study, I need to clean my house, I need to eat, I need to dad, and so it's hard, and it's important to respect your limit and just to say, oh no, now I want just to relax and to stay with my thoughts and to stay with myself, and I don't care. I don't care all of the things now. This it's my moment. So and okay, and after that, I think I can feel better. And I don't know
yeah.
if you agree with me.
Yeah, I totally agree. And I think we don't need to be productive every day, every moment, guys. And for example, when I am tired, I need to rest. And sometimes I don't want to rest because I want to be positive. Positive, productive. and I feel guilty if I don't do anything, you know? So it's really difficult to have this balance.
Mhm.
I agree with you, Laila.
Yeah. Thank you, Dea. And for you, Iago?
I think that I feel a little bit like you guys because I work from home, so I always have this feeling that if I cannot organize my house, the entire house before I start working, I can't focus on anything. I have a big problem with that. And I have a lot of things to do before work, you know. And and I don't know, I think for me, this early early morning routine, it's sometimes exhausting for me, and sometimes I feel very tired to do things in my house, you know, because oh, you you just clean the you just wash your dishes and then oh, but I need to clean the my cat stand. Oh, but I need to put my clothes on the water tank. I need to do this, I need to do that, and then I need to, you know, and I think that sometimes for me, I know what I have to do every day because I do the same thing every single day, you know, because I need to do it. Otherwise, I can't do any other thing. But sometimes it's really exhausting because oh, I just wish that I didn't have to do this. We have a person that help us two times a week in my house, and it's the best days because I just don't do nothing, and I can just take a shower and come here to my office, and that's it, you know. But sometimes it's exhausting because it's the feeling that I said before, you know, that you have done a lot of things, but oh, I don't know how I spend my time. I know that I've done a lot of things. I know that I am tired, but I it feels like I didn't spend this time to myself, you know, for my enjoyment. And sometimes that's something that I miss, time for my enjoyment. And I also think that technology is still there for me, you know, because every time that I feel that I expend too much time on my cell phone, I almost usually I am more stressed and without no reason. But then I notice, oh, I think that I spent too much time on my phone, and that's it.
Yeah, totally. Very good, Iago. You said a word I like it. I miss a time for my enjoyment, and it's so important. So important, guys. Sometimes we need to uh to let to let us a break, a moment, just no doing nothing. I think it's important. Okay, let's move on. Now, Andrea, could you read the next? The number 4.
All right. Okay. So, how to create a new habit? Hmm. I think, guys, I don't know if it's easier to create a new habit. I heard about the technique that if you start doing the same thing uh, more than 21 days, it will become a habit. To be honest, I agree with it because I think it's easier. You get used to do the things that you are doing, you know? And I believe that 21 days it's a great number to consider that you create a habit because at the beginning it's really difficult to have this organization, as I said before. For me, the problem is to be organized, guys, if you can see. So to be organized, to do everything the same, it's more difficult for me. But 21 days after that, I think it will be a habit, and I think it will be easy, really easy to continue in doing what you need to do. And of course, you need to have in mind what you want, right? Because not just I want to do that, but you need to have focus too, right? To continuing for these 21 days, and then it will become a habit.
Mhm. Yeah, to have a focus is so important, so crucial. When you decide to do something new, I think in general, there is uh, our resistance, I think, in the beginning when you decide to start something new. And but if you have focus and if you be constant and try do it uh, 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 almost every day or I don't know, but you need to have a constance in doing it and to remember to remember to remember you why you decide to do it. Uh, because I think when you remember us, remind us, oh, I decided to do it because I don't know, I want to be better in this area. I want to learn new things. I want to improve my mindset. I want to improve my capacity to handle about it. And I don't know, but and I think when I can remind me, um, I think I feel like motivation to keep it going and not give up. I think it's important to have focus and to when you decide to do to keep it going, to maintain a routine and a motivation to uh, sorry guys, my voice is
Don't worry.
my voice started failed and but yeah, I think you understand me. Okay, Iago, your turn.
Mm. I think that I agree with the 21-day theory. I also just saw some people talking about 28-day, but I think that when it comes to creating a new habit, is trying to take away any obstacle that you have to do something new, because when we are doing something new, our mind always try to trick us to not to do that because we are putting a new effort, and we always like comfort. It's really nice to be comfortable and to do some activities that take us from our comfort zone. It can be really challenging sometimes, even if it's a easy activity. But I think that's it, trying to take the obstacles that you might have to do that. For me, for example, for a long time, I tried to put exercise in my daily life, like to go to the gym in a daily basis. And for a long time, it was really hard for me because it was like, oh, I think that I need to go at the beginning of the morning, but I can't. But oh, I think that I can go on my lunch break, but it's too rush, and it's already too hot to be at the gym. And then I started to take away the obstacles that I have. I put a time that I go. So I go every morning, and then I leave everything ready for the next day. My clothes are in the same place that I can just grab them and put on, because sometimes I get ready and my husband is still sleeping, so I can't go open the things and know and look for things. So I know where my gym clothes are already, and and it's the same thing that I do every day. So for now, I think that for 2 years, it's been easier to go to the gym. But sometimes it's exhausting to try a new thing, to develop a new habit, because I don't know. Sometimes we just want to stay in our bed scrolling on our cell phones.
It's comfortable, right, Iago?
Yes, it's so much easier. You don't need to make any effort.
So good, so good. I think you said a good strategy. I like to put my gym clothes near my bed in the morning. I don't think too much. Uh, how can I say? I put on my clothes and I go. I go and just
And it, and
because
You
it,
if
stop
and
to
it's
think.
such a good feeling, to, oh, I win, I won. The, this thing that it's really hard, I did it. That's the first day thing on my day, and it's done.
yeah, yeah, it's interesting. Thank you, Iago. Iago, I will continue with you. Please, could you read the next?
Um, Question number 5. Have you successfully broken a bad habit? How did you do it? So I'm still trying to spend less time on my phone and on social media. I have this feeling that every time that I am in a social media, I behave, it's like an addiction, because you don't see the time passing. It's hard to focus on an activity that you need to do when you are scrolling. And I try a lot of things. I try like I have an app that I can block any app that I want on my phone after some time. And then I have like 20 minutes per day to spend on some apps. But then I noticed that it was better for me to take these apps from my phone, and then I uninstall like Instagram and TikTok that I used to use a lot. But then I noticed that I was scrolling through shopping apps. I was like, oh, I was opening Shopee, and then I was going to Amazon, and then I was going to AliExpress, And and then I thought, oh, I think that I am repeating the same behavior that I have with social media. And then I put shopping apps on this timer, that I can't spend too much time. And then the last thing that I am trying is this launcher that my phone is just this. I don't have any app, my apps are just a list and it's all black. So if I want to use an app, I have to search, because sometimes I forget the name, because we only identify by the icon, it's so much easier just to see the color of the icon. And then if I really want to do something, I need to search the name and then I do it. But but it's for me, it's a process, yeah, because I want to decrease my screen time to like 2 hours, I don't know, maybe just for WhatsApp, talking to my friends. But I am still like 3 hours, 3.5 hours, and I think that it's good because I used to spend like 5 hours per day, and I think that it's a good improvement. But I think that I am still going. I think that I need to uninstall some apps again. I don't know.
Thank you, Iago. So good. And you, Andrea,
Yeah,
your
be
opinion.
careful, Iago, because maybe you are having more problems, right? Like scrolling Shopee. You will, how can I say that? You are spending your money in this kind of things, right? Just kidding, Iago. But I don't know, guys. For me, the problem it's like social media too. I don't consider myself an addicted on social media, but I needed to work with my cell phone. I use WhatsApp a lot to have contact with the suppliers. Everything that I needed to buy for the restaurant, it's by my cell phone. And sometimes I catch myself scrolling the Instagram instead of buying the things for the restaurant, right? So I think it is a bad habit that we start having, when we need to use a lot the cell phone. But I don't know. I've been trying to have more concern about it. Like I don't know how to use the WhatsApp, for example, in my computer. Of course, it is open now in my computer, but when I need to type, I prefer type on cell phone, because I don't have any app installed in my, for example, Instagram, Facebook. I don't have more Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or something like that in my computer. So maybe for me it could be better if I just use the WhatsApp on computer, because I will just use the WhatsApp for things that I need, because I am working when I am using WhatsApp. But when I need to take my cell phone to have contact with the clients, it's the problem, because probably I will take a look on Instagram, take a look on Twitter, right? And this is a bad thing. And another thing, guys, that I can say for you that it's a bad habit. It's more an addiction, but I think it was a habit too. I stopped smoking 10 or 12 years ago because I did this thing to 21 days. I had something to choose to start to. I don't know. I think every year I used to choose something to do for 21 days or not to do, right? For 21 days. And this time I decided to avoid smoking. And because of this, I stopped smoking. So I think it's a great thing that I did.
Andrea, how was for you stopped smoking? You just decided I don't want to smoke anymore, and it was uh, difficult for you. You have some helpful to do it to be able to stop it.
Yes. I usually I say that it was because of God, said for me, Andrea, you need to stop smoking, right? Because I was addicted, guys. I couldn't survive without my smoking, my cigarettes. And the first thing that I used to do when I wake up, it take my cigarettes and go to smoke, right? So for me, it was really difficult. And when I decided that, everybody in my family thought, oh, you will not be able to do it. You will not be able to do that. But I thank God I could achieve it. But in the beginning, it was really difficult because it's an addiction, right? So we feel your body uh, uh, need it. I had problems to sleep. I had problems to concentrate. I was very stressed because in my thoughts, the cigarette is a thing that calm down myself. And so was really difficult, but thank God it was possible.
Mm. Thank God. Thank God
Yeah.
for you because I think smoking a practice it's so dangerous for our health. And yeah, I imagine it was a challenge for you. And I'm glad because you are you are able to stop in the yeah, so good.
Thank you, Arlen.
Hello guys, welcome back. How was the conversation? Camila, Luiz, Ana, how was the conversation, Camilinha?
Was really nice. The guys are very friendly, and Anna shared a good example or tools to help us. So it was really awesome. Thank you, Luis and Anna.
Very good, very good. And could you share, Ana? Uh,
Okay.
Aguilera?
On the question about journaling, I said I can do this during my routine, during my day, but something that I practice every year is what Camila sent here. The website Future Me is a website that you can send letters to you to the future. So every year I make not a journal, but I write down all my goals that I hope Ana Clara the future will achieve. And I do this, and it's very good because when I receive the letter, I see if I achieve something. A lot of things change, and others that I achieve in a different way. So I shared with Camila and Luis, and it's a tip to you see yourself um, of the past and understand what happened, where you can celebrate, where you can uh, put more effort. So it was what we talked on the other room.
Oh, so interesting. I think it could be a good way to motivate us, and because you can see your past and how you achieve it in the future. So interesting. I didn't know this website. So good, Camila. Congratulations, and thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing.
Was Ana Clara idea, please, guys. I'm just put here, but was Ana Clara idea.
Yeah. Nice. Thank you. And you, Luis, how was the conversation for you?
Well, was a pretty cool immersion and makes me think about how is important the consistency of our daily routine and how important is our small goals and our small victories during the day, you know. And I think this was a very cool topic to the immersion.
Yes. Guys, unfortunately, our immersion is over and we don't have much time because there is another immersion is coming. But I would like to thank you all for coming, for your time. It was awesome to talk to you all, and I hope you enjoy it. Unfortunately, I tried to put the link of survey, but I couldn't. I don't know what happened. But if you, I think you will receive by email, I think, and if you want to 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 leave some review and feel free, okay? And I hope see you in the next time. Sorry because my voice is no good. I got some medicines and they makes me feel a little slow. I don't know. I think it's strange, but I I will be better. I will be better. I hope. I hope. And thank you too much, guys. Thank for this immersion. And bye bye. See you. Take care.